Every month as I finish books, I stack them up on my bookshelf in my little book cave room. And this is one of my favorite ways to motivate myself in my reading life, to encourage me to read more diversely, to just read more, period. And let me look at my stack so far for June and show you what I mean. This is everything that I've read in June so far. It is June 21st, so I've done pretty well, but I have some progress still to make. And what I see when I look at this is, number one, I did a pretty good job of reading books by LGBTQ authors or featuring LGBTQIA themes. So Just As You Are, Truly Madly Deeply, Late Bloomer, The Honeys, etc. But what I'm seeing when I look at this is a lot of white, cisgender, female authors. Not all of them, but except for really these last three, that's pretty true for everybody. And I would like to read more diversely than that. That's a goal of mine. So because I have these all stacked up and I can see them at a glance, I know that that's something I want to focus on. So as I pick my next reads, I'm going to focus on authors of color, other genders, etc., so that I can make sure I'm really getting a good representation of all kinds of people as much as I can in my reading life. Now, an app like Goodreads or Storygraph or Bookmori or whatever you choose also would work the same way if you're keeping up with it and keeping tabs on what you're reading and what that's looking like. But for me, this is just such a perfect visual representation of my reading life month to month. I take a picture of this stack at the end of every month. I make a little TikTok about everything that I've read, and then I take this stack down, decide if these books are going to stay, going to go to my shelf, little free libraries, whatever it is. But throughout the month, I am so inspired and encouraged and really just motivated by seeing this stack grow taller and taller. During the pandemic, it got to the point where I was reading a book a day and I had a stack of 30 books by the end of the month, and it just kept me so motivated and engaged in my reading. So highly recommend stacking your books up, taking stock of what you're reading throughout the month, and making sure you're reading diversely. It matters a lot, and I highly recommend it.